things open that I could probably get rid of. Let's get rid of this page here. Microphones moving in. Here we go. Okay, there is Debbie, Karanakis, Giannakis, Carol, something. Right? Am I right? We'll see. I got a video for you guys. We can go ahead and just start playing it now. I tweeted it, so I'd be able to find it. So, this is just to give you a little background, okay? And this isn't going to take long at all. So, the squad was sent to Washington by Kyle Kalinske, okay? They were called Justice Democrats. And they were sent there, and Kyle told them, he's like, I want to elect you so that you'll go in there and disrupt Washington. You know, I want you to do like what the Tea Party did to the Republicans. That's what I want you to do to the Democrats. What you guys need to do, it's really simple, is you go in there and you obstruct the general workings of the machine to get us more, how's that, for lack of a better word, to get us Medicare for all, to get us universal basic income, to end foreign wars, to, develop social programs that help the poor, the homeless, the hungry. Addressing climate, addressing COVID. But then the squad got to Washington, and they didn't do really anything, They didn't sacrifice themselves for us like they claimed they were going to. AOC said she was going to go in there and make a big stink, and she was going to be a one-term politician if she had to, because she wasn't going to be friends with anybody. And now she's friends with everybody. Everybody loves AOC. She gets along with everybody. She takes money from whoever will give it to her. And you guys know how much I hate Ted Cruz. I fucking hate Ted Cruz. If I could spit in his mouth right now, I would fucking do it. Okay? I fucking hate him. I fucking hate him. I fucking hate him. There should be no question for anybody that comes in here, hey, radical, leftist agenda, follow you. I don't use Twitch. Come on over to YouTube. I'll follow you on YouTube. But I do not use Twitch. Don't PLZ me, okay? Look, if you're too fucking lazy to write out the word please when you're asking somebody for a favor, fuck off. PLZ, really? You couldn't even write out the word please to me? And you want something from me? And I'm not even worth 5 fucking letters? No, I'm not going to follow you on fucking Twitch because Twitch sucks my dick. Don't get in here. I'm trying to do a goddamn show. Come in here fucking bossing me around, telling me what to fucking do, things I don't want to fucking do. And I do appreciate you spelling out the word please, because if you really want to know what fucking pissed me off, it was you not having the goddamn, being so fucking lazy that you write PLZ to me and you want something from me. Hey, how about no? How about I'll put about as much effort into what you want as you did with your PLZ bullshit? PLZ. Oh my God, I haven't seen that in a long time. I think the last person to write PLZ at me was 14 years fucking old. I was like, do you know how to spell the word please when you want something? Yeah, and you should stay on fucking YouTube because fuck Twitch. I don't have the bandwidth for it. I don't know how to explain this to you. I'm in the middle of a show. I'm trying to do a segment right now, and you're fucking being rude as fuck right now. So narcissistic. I can't believe it. I'm shocked. I'm fucking shocked. Literally in the middle of a fucking... And you think it's funny. You're sitting there fucking laughing. All right, well, if you're sorry, prove it and shut the fuck up and let me get back to my goddamn segment, all right? And if you want me to follow you on YouTube, I will gladly follow you on YouTube, but Twitch sucks my fucking dick. All right? I don't have the bandwidth to run Twitch, period, on any device, because Twitch sucks my dick. Okay? If they wouldn't try to run videos as soon as I went to their goddamn service and take up all my fucking bandwidth and let me decide what the fuck I want to watch, you know, at least YouTube lets me do that, I'd be able to use their shit service. But they want to take up people like me that don't have a wide pipeline for bandwidth, and it makes their service impossible. I can't even watch a fucking podcast on Twitch, man. Seriously. And I think you said you were a female radical. I can't remember, so I apologize. I can't remember. But just so you know, okay, quit making this all about you. I'm trying to fucking talk about something right now. And if you just shut the fuck up, said hello, and listened, you would have been very interested in what I was fucking talking about. It was really rude of you. So let me get back into this. I'm really fucking pissed that I just got interrupted. Anyhow, let me see if I can back up to where the fuck I was. Can anybody fucking seriously tell me what the last thing was I said so I can get back on track? Thanks, Aaron Sherm. I appreciate you. Yeah, I broadcast to Twitch. I don't watch Twitch. It's a remote broadcast. It's not through me. It's through Restream, Hova. It's a good point you're making. Yeah, I do broadcast on Twitch. Yes, I do. I don't use Twitch. I can't watch Twitch, but I can broadcast to it. Okay, I accept your apology. Now let me do my fucking segment. John, oh, thank you. Yes, Doc. Now, I fucking hate, thank you, Doc. You got me back on track. I got you all laminated. I use tape. I use clear tape. I hope that's okay. But I got you all laminated, bro. So that'll be like that forever, man. If you leave the tape on there, I got you. I got you all set. Yes, I'd spit in Ted Cruz's mouth. I fucking hate him. I fucking hate him. I fucking hate him. And my point, what I was going to say is, I don't want anybody fucking come in here and think that I'm speaking in support of Ted Cruz at all. His politics are my fucking ball sack. Okay? He sucks. His politics suck my dick. I can't say it enough times. I don't agree with anything that this motherfucker says. But I will agree with one thing that he does. Okay? And it's the one thing that the squad refuses to do. Let's fight for us. And you know what? Ted Cruz, you might not like him. You might fucking think he's a cunt. And listen, I think he's a cunt. I think his wife's a cunt. I think his children are cunts because they haven't fucking killed him in his sleep yet. I think his parents are cunts. And I say his entire ancestry and bloodline are all fucking dumbass Ted Cruz idiotic cunt bitches.
Mr. President, reserve.
That being said, I want you to pay attention to Ted Cruz. And I want you to listen to what he does when he's in Washington, okay? I want you to listen to what he's doing. You knew you were in for a dose of... Did you ever tell me if you were a guy or a girl, Radical? Radical, are you a guy or a girl? Or whatever you want to call yourself. If that offends... You're a girl. Okay, I thought so. All right, thank you. I just don't want to call you bro and dude and all that shit if you're a woman. Okay? All right. Here we go. Is that Tim Kaine that's sitting up there? I don't know. It looks like Tim Kaine.
Senator from Texas.
It is. That is fucking Tim Kaine. Woo! In Arizona! Woo! In New York City! Woo! In Austin! Woo! Remember this guy? Ah! This guy was running for president. He did this speech where he was trying to name all the states, and people saw him, and they're like, we don't want you to be leading us, dude. You're a douchebag. You like being a bro? Okay, bro. All right, bro. I'll call you bro. I'll call you bro. You one of the bros? Bro, I'll call you bro. Ted Cruz is a Weinstein. Man that keeps getting fatter, but thinks he still looks like Leonardo DiCaprio. Is that what a Weinstein is? I don't even want to know what a slimy Cruz is then, bro.
Mr. President, reserving the right to object. The senator from New Jersey, and indeed all of the senators in this chamber, know precisely why these nominees have not moved forward. And the reason is because the Biden administration is currently engaged in open defiance of the United States Congress.
Okay, so let me tell you what's going on here. Joe Biden and his administration are trying to put through a bunch of nominees for their cabinet. Okay, they want foreign relations, embassy people. They're trying to install people in the cabinet. This is what every president does. Usually within the first year or two of their presidency, you know, they get as many people in that are good as they can. And throughout their presidency, they swap those people out when those people get caught, you know, doing the president's bidding. And they take the fall, and then he's got to pardon them. And it's like this big fucking game. And this is how Washington works. Okay? This is the grease that keeps the cogs of Washington turning, are these appointments, you know? And this is how these motherfuckers make so much money. Right? This is what AOC is so petrified of losing, is an appointment to a committee where she can go talk to other industries, right, and ask them for money so she can control what goes on in legislation, right? That's why they don't want to risk themselves and do what you're about to see this guy do, because they're afraid they're going to lose what class? Bueller, Fry, power. They're afraid to lose power. They're addicted to power. Now look, if you don't want to watch this show, if this bores you and you don't want to stick around for the bong hits and the dabs and all the fun that we're going to have, leave. I don't fucking care. This shit makes sense to me because it fucking should make sense to all of you. And if you're that much of a lazy fucking thinker that you don't want to hear this kind of discussion, you can go fuck yourself, man. This is why we can't have nice things. Okay? If you want to know the reason why, I'm going to show you. Okay? This is why we don't have Medicare for all. I'm going to show you. Okay? I'm going to explain it all. And if you don't want to hear that, well, then you can go ahead and you can pack your shit and leave. I don't give a fuck. This is important to me. I'm going to be going over this. I don't care if there's nobody watching. I'm doing this show for me. I'll go back and watch it myself if you guys don't want to stay and watch it. But if you do appreciate what I'm saying, and if you appreciate that I'm making sense today, and you want to go ahead and you want to share this around and get more people here, feel free. Hey, man, Doc is staying. Doc is staying. That's all I'm saying. Doc is going to stay. Good. You're making a good choice. You're going to learn something today, bro. All right? You're going to learn that we can learn things from the people we hate the most in life. That's one thing you're going to learn. And I'm learning from this motherfucker right here. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, dude, it's Ted fucking Cruz. I know, it's disgusting, right? I want to vomit all over myself right now. I hate myself right now. But this is what I do. And if you can't take it, then puss the fuck out. All right? Puss the fuck out. All right, pussy? Puss the fuck out if you don't like it. If you want the truth, if you want the reality, and you want to find out why we're so fucked today, then stick around. You're going to like it. Let's do a big bong. I was about to forward this, but let's do a big bong rip first, okay? And we'll start it off with a nice big fat bong rip. And then we'll go from there, okay? Okay? What do you guys think? Big bong rip. What do you guys think? Punching up. Oh, I'm always punching up, bro. You know why? You can only punch up when you're at the very bottom, and that's where I am. Everyone I attack is above me. Everyone. You know? You find somebody with a new channel and less subscribers than me that I go after. I dare you to find that person. You know? And anybody that is beneath me in age of podcasting or number of subscribers, I'm here to lift them up, every single one of them, as long as they don't tell me to fucking watch them on fucking bullshit bitch. I'm sorry, Twitch. I will support all of you, and I want you to know I love that you guys are podcasting. You know why? Because the more of you that podcast, the more power I have, because you guys get on my side, because then you realize what I'm working against, and you guys will fight with me instead of just watching me fight as an audience member. So I love the more of you that podcast, the more of an army I have of podcasters. It's important, man. And if you have it in you, if you enjoy watching me do this and you could see yourself doing it too, then consider it, man. Just turn on your Facebook and fire up a live stream, man, and see if it works for you. You know, and just build on it. You know, like anything else. And hey, you could be making money doing this shit. I don't make a lot of money doing this. But that doesn't mean that you can't make a fucking killing doing it, especially if you're doing something interesting that people want to see all the time. try to limit your uploads to maybe 2 a week instead of 21 like I do. I do 21 uploads a week. You should probably do more like 2 if you want to keep people around, because people get bored of you, you know? When you're doing 3 shows a day, it's almost impossible to come up with content day after day after day. Sometimes I just have to say, hey, we're going to smoke and chill, you know? Let me feed this kitty cat really quick. You're like, I like it fresh, Daddy. I like the fresh food. Don't let the cabinet close on your head. And I think you should eat this. That's what I think. Here, you eat this. Yeah, you eat that first, and then we'll talk. All right? There you go. Good boy. Good boy. Man, I'm so excited, though. I mean, unbelievable. When my life is going so well, and it's like I don't have anything to worry about, then yesterday happens, you know? And if you guys missed yesterday's broadcast, last night's broadcast, I was watching it this morning. Go back and watch it. If you missed it, go back and watch it for sure. Listen to the story, what happened to me yesterday. Okay? That video has a lot. It's got over 100 views on it for me. That's amazing. And it should do really well because it's a shocking fucking story. And I tell it really well. I'm going to pat myself on the back here and I'm going to say, hey, if you haven't seen it, go out of your way. And you know what? Put it on 2 times speed until you really want to hear the emotion. Put it on 2 times speed and go up 20 minutes in. And then when I really start getting into the story, you can decide whether or not you want to slow it down. Because I'm talking so slow, you can hear every word, even at 2 times speed. And Savage Joy Marie, she texted me last night and she said, what happened to you? And I sent her a link to the video and I said, see if you can just watch this video. I explained the whole thing, you know, because I didn't want to type the whole story out. But if she could just sit there and watch it. So I was like, what am I showing her? What did I do yesterday? I don't even remember. So I go back and I start playing the video and I'm like, she's going to like this. Because I really got into extreme detail about everything. I mean, it's like you're there. I mean, what's crazy for me is when I'm listening to it, I started remembering things that I forgot about the story. It triggered things in my memory. I'm so glad I did that. Because I was like, oh man, I totally forgot about that part of the story, man. Holy shit. That's right. I did walk around the back of the Roxor. I remember now. It triggered my memory. I didn't walk around the front. I couldn't walk around the front. You know, I walked around the back of the Roxor, and I remember now walking up that line of the driveway and not being able... You know what else I forgot? After I had collapsed, and Mitchell came over... Well, Mitchell was already there, right? And I got up, I stood up, and he offered me water. And when we started walking up my driveway to my garden hose, I didn't know where my garden hose was. I forgot where it was. And I kept looking back. I remember this. Him and I were walking together and he's looking around. It's like, where's the water? Where's the water? And I'm looking and I'm not saying anything because I know where the water is, right? It's right across from the fucking sawmill. Well, we were nowhere near the fucking sawmill, man. We were way below it, you know? And I'm looking like, oh my God, where's the fucking water? Start panicking again. I was like, where's the water? I forgot about that. But we kept walking and I saw the garden hose. Like 5 more steps. And then I could see the garden hose. And I was like, oh, I was lost. You know, I was lost on my driveway. Again, I totally forgot about that. It was kind of cool. So go back, watch that video after this one. You guys are going to really like that. You're going to like the story, man. It's fucking psychotic. So anyway, we're going to do this bong rip. We're going to listen to Ted do what the squad refuses. And that is their jobs. To do legislation for us. Now, it doesn't matter what his fucking politics are. As a politician, he's working. He's doing politics. He's doing his job. While AOC sits there with her fucking thumb up her fucking pussy, doing nothing. Yeah. Fuck her. She's a cunt. This guy's actually working. I wish this guy and I believed in the same politics. I wish this motherfucker was fighting for my beliefs. Jesus fucking Christ. The left needs a goddamn Ted Cruz, and we ain't got one. Well, don't politicians go and talk and watch? Yeah, they do. They do. They go and they talk. Sure. You know, the squad talks. They tweet. But you want to know what Ted Cruz is doing? Well, I'll let you guys, I'll bong hit, and I'll let you guys see what Ted Cruz is doing. You watch what Ted Cruz is doing here. And if you fucking hate Ted Cruz as much as I do, you're going to like him a little bit more after you watch this. Even though you might disagree with his politics, you're going to like that he is doing his job. Because I like anybody that's doing their fucking job and they're doing it correctly. It's good. I don't care what your fucking job is. You know, it's kind of get a little respect, you know, professional respect for someone that's acting professionally. Check this shit out. It's going to drive you guys fucking crazy, but watch.
And is doing so in a way that is working serious and material harm to United States national security. Over a year ago, in December of 2019, this Senate,
Cheers.
and indeed the full Congress, passed legislation imposing strong sanctions on the Nord Stream.
Kyle Kalinske needs a Ted Cruz.
Pipeline is a pipeline between Russia and Germany designed to carry natural gas. It's a deep-sea pipeline. Vladimir Putin desperately wants this pipeline completed. If the pipeline is completed, it will give billions of dollars to Putin to use for malign efforts in Europe.
Well, it'll help the people of Russia, won't it? They'll get more oil. And Russians want that, don't they? But just imagine this for a second. America's trying to build the XL pipeline. And Russia says, oh, that's going to help you with your war machine. Which it will. It absolutely will. So Russia decides to sanction America and not allow them to get the steel or the parts that they need to finish their fucking pipeline. That's fucking, you know, Americans would go crazy. We'd be going to fucking war. You can't stop us from building infrastructure in our own country. That is exactly what we're doing to Russia. We are literally waging war on Russia right now, and you guys don't even know we're at war with them. When you are a superpower, and you have control over who is selling that superpower the pipes to run their fucking oil, and you stop that flow of commerce via sanctions, that's war. That's war. You might not be shooting bullets at people, but you're killing motherfuckers. You're literally taking jobs, food off the table, homes away from people, the people that would be benefiting just by driving their fucking cars around and having oil, access to oil. Defense, yeah, Russia needs to defend themselves too. You know, and they've got plenty of other countries, I'm sure, that they supply this stuff to as well, like America does. You know, they're allies. If you guys don't realize that what Ted Cruz is literally suggesting here and what he's been doing is waging war against Russia. Hey, I got news for you. We're at war with Russia, everybody. Just so you all know, we're literally at war with Russia. And if you don't understand how we could be at war with Russia, I want Ted Cruz to just go ahead and explain it to you one more time, okay? He does a really good job of telling you how America is subverting Russia's ability to pump their own fucking oil. Listen.
The Senate, and indeed the full Congress, passed legislation imposing strong sanctions on the Nord Stream 2 pipeline.
Wow. America imposed sanctions, right, on the pipeline, on Russia's pipeline. He just admitted it. We're literally committing an act of war against Russia, everybody. You know what? When I heard that this morning, I was in the shower, right? And I heard this over my speaker, and you know what I thought? I stopped what I was doing for a second. I was like, dude, Russia could come bomb us. You realize that? Russia could fucking nuke us. Russia and China could be like, fuck America. They're stopping our ability to create oil for our own countries. I don't care if they're going to use it for war. That's their deal, man. We're a war country, too. We use oil for war, too, you motherfuckers. Who are we to dictate what the fuck Russia can do with their goddamn oil? Right? How do y'all feel about that? Should America have control over Russia, their ability to transfer oil between them and Europe? I believe it's Germany. Should America be able to put an end to that? Let's say America and Canada wanted to fucking put up a pipeline. Should Russia be able to stop us from doing that? Think about how hypocritical we are, people. You're at war, man. Your country is at war right now, people. We are at war with Russia. And they could drop the first bomb on us any day now because we've already thrown down the fucking gauntlet like a bunch of fucking idiots that we are. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I yelling? I hate when I do that. I let it get away from me. I let it get away. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Sorry, guys. Here. We'll go back. I want you to listen to Ted Cruz. I didn't mean to start yelling. Here. I didn't mean to start yelling, and I apologize.
Nord Stream 2 pipeline is a pipeline between Russia and Germany designed to carry natural gas. It's a deep-sea pipeline. Vladimir...
Okay, natural gas, even better. Safer for the planet. I didn't realize that. I thought it was an oil pipeline. My bad. Okay, natural gas, that's what we're blocking. You know, what we harp on and tell everybody, oh, you got to switch to natural gas. Americans go natural gas. Well, Russia's trying to go natural gas, and we're not going to let them? What? 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 So, Ted Cruz is a fucking maniac. Understand that. Okay? We just had to get over this part of the show, of this segment, so you guys know where we're headed. Now, he's a warmongering, war pig, cunt, fuck, douchebag, war maniac, a war pig. I can't say it enough, right? He's a fucking Hillary Clinton, cunt, fuck. Okay? I can't say enough fucking curse words about him. But look what he's doing. Look what he's doing.
Vladimir Putin desperately wants this pipeline completed.
I gotta smoke again. Happy 710. Cheers.
Billions of dollars to Putin to use for malign efforts in Europe and throughout the world. This Congress is overwhelmingly convinced that completing the Nord Stream 2 pipeline is terrible policy. It is bad for the United States, it is bad for Europe, and it is good for Russia and Putin. Accordingly, the Congress passed overwhelmingly bipartisan sanctions legislation that I authored, along with Democratic Senator Jeanne Shaheen.
He's so proud of himself that he's the one that came up with these sanctions, and everybody agreed with him. Yeah, let's stop them from transporting natural gas between Germany and Russia. What a great idea. That's what we're literally doing, man. We're literally doing that. That affects Germany, man. Could you imagine if Germany teams up with Russia and attacks us? Yeah, imagine that, man. Hey, they don't have to fucking, what are you imagining? A fucking nuclear attack? A war? A fucking, dude, computers? Viruses? Drones? Who fucking knows, man? Who knows how they can fuck us? And we're fucking them right now, man. It's just a matter of time before Putin's like, hey, man, I've had enough. So he calls up North Korea, he calls up China, and he calls up India. And they have a fucking conference call. And he says, Israel and the United States are preventing us from transporting natural gas that they've been telling us to switch to with sanctions. Let's put an end to that. We want our natural gas. Let's put an end to that now. They come over and they fucking put an end to it. And if you don't think that's going to affect your life, you're fucking crazy. You want this motherfucker leading us into war? That's exactly what he's doing. Him and Hillary Clinton, the fucking dumb cunt, the stupid fucking cunt, right? And all of her fucking cunts, and this fucking cunt, and all of his fucking cunts, they're all trying to start World War III. Not with Iran, with fucking Russia. And we've already started the fucking war. And he's the one that wrote the fucking law that started the fucking war. And he's bragging about it. And he's bragging about, hey, I started a war. I started a war.
That I authored, along with Democratic the Congress passed overwhelmingly bipartisan sanctions legislation that I authored. Congress passed overwhelmingly bipartisan sanctions legislation that I authored, along with Democrats legislation that I authored, 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 along.
Ted Cruz, you're starting a war with Russia. You're preventing them from transporting natural gas from Germany to Russia. You're a fucking maniac, dude. You need to be fucking silenced. The fuck canceled, bitch. Jesus fucking Christ, man. These motherfuckers are crazy, and none of you are paying attention, man. Are you retweeting this? I don't mean to yell. Are you guys retweeting this? Are you guys putting this out there so that people will know that this shit is going on? Are you guys, hey, just grab the link to this video if you don't want to promote my show. Here, I'll give you the direct link to it, okay? Here you go. Here. You don't have to share this. You don't have to promote this. We're only 1 minute and 17 seconds into that fucking video, dude. It's like 6 minutes long. Are you fucking kidding me? No, it's 19 minutes long. Psst. Nobody's even doing 19-minute fucking videos anymore, pal. What are you even doing? Nobody's doing it like that. What are you fucking doing? All right. Okay, so this was 1 minute and 17 seconds in.
Oh.
Tweedledee-dee, 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 tweet diddy. He rocks in the treetops all day long, rocking and a bopping and a singing his song. All the little gardeners down the street love to see him doing bongs all so neat. Trendy dabbers, tweet, doing dabs. I always try to put my own words on shit. All right, so look, here's a direct link. If you don't want to promote my show, that's fine. You don't have to promote my show, guys. I know a lot of you don't want to share it, don't want to promote it. That's fine. Don't promote me. There's a link right there to this video so everyone can see that Ted Cruz literally has started a war with Russia. You know, a war doesn't start because someone takes a gun and shoots another person. A war starts usually when one country sanctions another one. That's what starts wars. You know, you heard of blockades? That's what we're doing, man. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Goods and services, man. That's what we're blocking. Goods and services, you know. That's what sanctions do. And this motherfucker's so proud of himself that he's hurting the people of Russia. He's so proud of himself. Let's see what else this fucking cunt has to say. Because just you wait where this goddamn conversation is going to go. Some of you have already figured it the fuck out.
Along with Democratic...
You know, as soon as you realize what Ted Cruz is doing right now, you're going to figure out, who could tell me what Ted Cruz is doing?
Gene Shaheen. And that legislation proved tremendously successful.
And I'm going to make it easy for you guys. He is not filibustering. Okay? He is not filibustering. Who could tell me what he's doing?
How successful was it? When the president signed it into law, if my memory serves correctly, at 7 p.m. on a Thursday. Construction on the...
No, dude, you get those little girls in the dolls, bro. The Russian things, there's a little tiny one, there's a bigger one, bigger one, bigger one, bigger one, bigger one, bigger one. You got to get one of those, bro. From Russia. I would love to have something like that. That would be so fucking bad as fuck. I love that shit.
The pipeline
We ain't got that shit over here.
halted at 6:45 p.m. on that Thursday, 15 minutes before the sanctions went into law. They ceased building the pipeline.
So, what he's saying is the legislation that he wrote and was passed prevented the completion of the pipeline that would be supplying natural gas to Russia. Which is what, you know, everyone needs to switch to natural gas. It's so safe. America says switch to natural gas, but America doesn't want Russia switching to natural gas. Because Ted Cruz says they're going to use it for war. They're going to use it for war. Well, guess what? America's using it for war too, bro.
And for a year, the pipeline lay dormant. It lay as a hunk of metal at the bottom of the ocean. We had succeeded. Together, this body had won a bipartisan national security victory for the United States.
I pledge allegiance to the imperialist states of America and to controlling and ruling all other countries under God that us idiots fucking believe in. One world under the imperial states of America. Amen. I don't know. How the fuck do you end that shit?
Then in November
The Pledge of Imperialism. That's what they should call it.
of last year,
I'm tweeting that shit out.
when Joe Biden was elected, President Biden and his foreign policy team immediately began signaling weakness on Nord Stream 2 to Putin. And that signal was heard. Putin commenced preparatory efforts to begin building the pipeline again within days of the presidential election in November, and Russia began building the pipeline again in January, just days after Joe Biden was sworn in. Existing laws that this body has passed, not once but twice, mandate sanctions to stop the Nord Stream 2 pipeline. Unfortunately, the Biden administration decided to waive those sanctions. Waiving those sanctions, I believe, will prove to be a generational geopolitical mistake. If we continue on the current pace set out...
Do you know what sucks about Ted Cruz? Besides the fact that he's just a douchebag. I forgot what I was going to say about him. There's so many things that suck about him. I totally forgot what it was I was going to say.
By President Biden, Putin will complete the Nord Stream 2 pipeline. If that happens, for decades, Putin and the next dictator in Russia and the next dictator in Russia will get billions of dollars every year from this pipeline. They will use it for military aggression. They will use it for spying on America. They will use it for attacking their enemies. Not only that, Europe will be captive to Russian natural gas. It will be subject to
with control, war, and imperialism for all. How's that?
Blackmail. We don't have to hypothesize this because Putin's demonstrated
for control, war, and imperialism for us, U.S.
his willingness to use energy blackmail on Europe going forward. This undermines the...
He's talking about energy blackmail, everybody. He's talking about somebody else doing energy blackmail. Do you hear that? Oh, boy, that is so fucking funny. Energy blackmail, Ted? I couldn't think of a better word to describe exactly what you're doing right now.
Because Putin's demonstrated his willingness to use energy blackmail on Europe going forward. This undermines the interest of Europe. It undermines the interest of America. And by the way, it also hurts jobs in the United States of America. I've made clear to every State Department official, to every State Department nominee, that I will place holds on these nominees unless and until the Biden administration follows the law and stops this pipeline, imposes the
Cheers,
sanctions.
guys.
As the senator from New Jersey knows well, and he and I work together closely on these sanctions legislation that the Biden administration is refusing to follow. I have been negotiating with the Biden administration in good faith for months, laying out a path to move these nominees forward. But unfortunately, to date, President Biden has insisted on giving a multi-billion-dollar gift to Joe Biden, benefiting Russia, hurting America, and hurting our national security interests.
Did you guys catch what he said he's doing? He just said what he was doing. I asked you guys before, what's Ted Cruz doing? And nobody answered. Do you guys know what he's doing? I'm going to let you hear one phrase that he says. And you're going to know, I mean, it's going to be pretty obvious here in a second. But listen to this.
Legislation that the Biden administration is refusing to follow. I have been negotiating with the Biden administration in good faith for months, laying out a path
right here
to move these nominees forward. Laying out a path to move these nominees forward. Move these nominees forward. Laying out a path to move these nominees forward. Move these nominees forward. Move these nominees forward. Move these nominees forward. Move these nominees forward.
What is he talking about? Right there. No, not big oil. What is Ted Cruz doing right now, guys? What is he doing? I'm giving you the biggest fucking hint right here. Here's the biggest hint.
But on Biden administration in good faith for months, laying out a path to move these nominees forward. Laying out a path to move these nominees forward. Laying out a path to move these nominees forward.
He's not working with Biden.
To move these nominees forward. Laying out a path to move these nominees forward.
He's trying to lay out a path for Biden to do what he wants, right? See, he wants Biden to start a war with Russia, and Biden is like, no, we can't do that. You're starting a war with Russia, right? So he's doing something. Abusing the power and getting who he wants wherever he wants. Well, okay, so Josh, he's working against Biden. Soto, abusing the power and getting who he wants wherever he wants. No, not really. It's different than that. Doc, political gain over people. No. Klaus, we need gas instead of coal in Europe for the environment. Right, Klaus Anderson, thank you, Klaus. Okay, I see. What is Ted Cruz doing right now? Once again, I'm going to play you the hint over and over again. Listen to the hint.
In good faith for months, laying out a path to move these nominees forward. To move these nominees forward. But unfortunately, move these nominees forward. Move these nominees forward. Move these nominees. 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 Nominees forward. But unfortunately, out a path to move these nominees forward.
What is he doing? Guess. What is the word I keep playing for you over and over and over again? What is Ted Cruz doing? Come on, guys, you can get this. What Ted Cruz is doing is exactly what the squad... No, he is not filibustering. I already said that. I said, I'll give you a hint, Steve. I said he's not filibustering. He's not. That's when you talk and talk and talk and talk to take up time. That's not what he's doing. All right, Steve? I already said that. He's not filibustering. What is he doing? Come on, guys. I mean, I literally play you a word over and over and over and over and over again, Steve, and you say filibuster? Do you know what filibustering is, bro? It's where you hold the floor for hours and hours and hours just talking and talking and talking. That's what filibustering is. It usually doesn't make much sense. It's bullshit. You don't understand this, do you? It's okay, man. I'm just like, wow. Trying to vote them out. You guys are missing it, man. Come on, moving his pawns. No. You guys, I am giving you the fucking word, man. I'm literally giving you the word. I'm giving you the word over and over and over again, and none of you are using the word. Use your words, people. Use your words. Use the words that I just gave you. Okay? Listen to Ted, everybody. Everybody listen to Ted.
But unfortunately, Biden administration in good faith for months, laying out a path to move these nominees forward. Laying out a path to move these nominees forward. Nominees forward. Laying out a path to move these nominees
Yeah, right. Jacob, right. What about the nominees? No, we know he's pushing for war. That's not what he's doing, right? Well, yeah, he's pushing for war. But you're right, he's pushing for war, Jacob. But we've already explained that. We know he's doing that. What is he doing in order to push for war, Jacob? What is he using for leverage to push for war? Think, guys, think. I'm giving you the fucking word, man. At least Jacob used the fucking word. Move what? Nominee. Do you not know what a nominee is, bro? Dommy, you don't know what a nominee? Dommy don't know what a nominee? Hey, Dommy don't know what a nominee. Dommy don't know a nominee. A nominee, bro. For the Biden administration. an appointee, someone to be installed in the Biden cabinet. What is Ted Cruz doing right now? It has to do with nominees, right?
But unfortunately, to date,
I'll let you watch, and I'll wait until one of you figures this out. This is what the squad should have done with Force the Vote. And what this proves is none of you understood Force the Vote. None of you understood what we were trying to accomplish. And you watch Ted Cruz do what we were begging the squad to do right now, all right? Come on, wake up, people. Think, 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 think! Fucking think! I don't know how to wake y'all up.
On giving a multi-billion-dollar gift to Joe Biden.
What is he doing?
Benefiting Russia, hurting America, and hurting our national security interests.
Play ball.
That being said, there is a
Play
path
ball.
where I would readily lift these holds. And it is a path I am in a moment going to propound a unanimous readily lift these holds. Where I would readily lift these holds. There is a path where I would readily lift these holds. There is a path where I would readily lift these holds.
Listen!
There is a path where I would readily lift these holds.
Listen!
There is a path where I would readily lift these holds.
Listen! Guess!
Where I would readily
what is he
lift
doing?
These holds.
What is
There
he doing?
A path where I would readily lift these holds. Lift these holds. Lift these holds. Lift these holds. Lift these
Use
holds.
the fucking words I'm giving you!
Holds. Holds. Would readily lift these holds. Would readily lift.
No, he's not lobbying. Dave, lobbying is when somebody from a corporation goes and speaks to him in Washington, like in a closed-door situation, and offers him money for legislation. That's lobbying, Dave. This is not lobbying, man. This is a fucking senator speaking on the floor. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. I'm literally, just use the words I gave you, man. Just use the words I fucking gave you, man. Just use the words that I fucking gave you. What is Ted Cruz doing? People are going to be watching this in the future, and they're going to be laughing their asses off because they're going to know immediately what Ted Cruz is doing. Because they're going to know what the squad was sent to fucking Washington to do, and none of you can fucking say the words. Not one of you. I'm shocked. As much as I'm trying to fucking educate you guys. Oh, lift this holds on the vote. On what fucking vote? Dom, what was the fucking word I gave you before, Dom? Dommy, what was the word I gave you, Dommy? Come on, Dommy. Dommy, what was the word, Dommy? What was the fucking word, Dommy? Lift these holds on what, motherfuckers? Oh, wait. I'm yelling again, aren't I? Ugh. Sorry. It gets away from me sometimes. Come on, everybody. Soto Julia. What? Wait. Soto Julia. He's pushing for them so the nominee will lift the hold in the Biden administration. Close. You just got your words backwards a little bit. No, not sanctions. We're not talking about sanctions. Ted Cruz is talking about sanctions, Dave. Dude, it's the method that he's using to try to get the sanctions, Dave. What is he doing to try to get the sanctions? Now, Stephen Running said force the vote. Yeah, man, he's forcing the vote, man. He's forcing the vote, but that's not the fucking language I'm giving you! You fucking idiot, Steve! It's so simple, man! No, not gaslighting, Doc. He's not gaslighting. No, come on, man. I gave you the words! I gave you the fucking words, man! I gave you all the words, man! I gave you all the fucking words over and over, and none of you want to use the fucking words! Fuck!
To pass, I am in a moment going to propound a unanimous consent resolution.
Use your words! Come on, man! Someone almost got it. I just said you had the words in the wrong way, and still none of you are fucking listening. Look, Soto said, he's pushing for them so the nominee will lift the hold in the Biden administration. Look, he's just got something backwards there, man. He doesn't understand. Soto doesn't understand what the fuck he's saying, but he's got all the words in the sentence, guys. Use those fucking words! I know, I got anger issues. I know. You know, I have anger issues as bad as you guys have paying attention fucking issues. You guys were fucking thumbs up your asses during Force the Vote. All of you. How dare you? Oh, how dare you? None of you know this yet? What is Ted Cruz doing?
Legislation that I've introduced that would impose the sanctions that are already required by law, but the Biden administration refuses to follow. This legislation is legislation that both of the Democratic members of the Foreign Relations Committee have voted for substantially similar legislation in the past. If this legislation passes the Senate, if it passes the House and is signed by the President, the day it is signed by the President, I will lift these holds. But given that the President and White House, I will lift these holds. And by the President, I will lift these holds. And by the President, I will lift these holds. And by the President, I will lift these holds. Lift these holds. Lift these holds. President, I will lift these holds. President, I will lift these holds. President, I will lift these holds.
Hey, Jacob, was manipulation one of the words I've given you? Hey, Klaus, was blackmail one of the words I've given you? What were the words I gave you? Use the words I gave you, Klaus. Use the words I gave you, Jacob. Come on, man. What words did I give you? Nominee, lift these holds. What is Ted Cruz doing, everybody? This is so stupid that not one of you can just speak up and say what Ted Cruz is doing. Not one of you. This is really bad, man.
But given
when I literally have had to give you the words and you won't even use the fucking words I gave you. Hi, Jessica. How's it going?
The President and the White House have indicated they intend to defy the law. I'm not going to lift the holds unless and until they relent in their effort to give this gift to Vladimir Putin. Accordingly, I ask unanimous consent that the Senate proceed to the immediate consideration of a bill at the desk.
Pushing to get the nominees voted in so that the holds can become lifted. No. You're using the words, though, Jerry. I love you, Jerry. Finally, somebody's fucking listening to me. Somebody else, a second person. He's trying to use the words, but you still don't understand what he's doing. Pushing to get the nominees voted in. No. So that the holds can become lifted. No. No. You're backwards, Jerry. You got it backwards. But you're using all the right words. Can anybody else figure this out? What is Ted Cruz doing? I'm literally played you him saying what he's doing, and none of you will say the fucking words. No, Dave, he's not filibustering. Dude, did you not hear me say he's not filibustering? Filibustering is where you talk for a really long time and it usually makes no sense. This is not filibustering. I told you, that was the very first thing I said when we started. I said, okay, everybody, Ted Cruz is not filibustering. But what is he doing? That was the very first thing do you remember that, Dave? What is Ted Cruz doing? Jessica, nobody cares what my race is. Can't we all just be human beings today, Jessica, please? Let's just all be human, okay? We're talking about something else right now. It's really important. It's about this man writing legislation that waged war against Russia, and Joe Biden is refusing to enforce it now. So that might be something worth listening to. I don't know. Stopping World War III, maybe. I don't know. Or we could talk about my fucking race.
That would require the imposition of sanctions with respect to Nord Stream 2. I ask unanimous consent that the bill be considered read a third time and passed, and that the motion to reconsider be considered made and laid upon the table.
Hey, Karen, we're watching a video of Ted Cruz doing something. He's not filibustering. I'm asking the audience, what is Ted Cruz doing? It's what the squad refused to do for Force the Vote. But he's doing it here. And so far, blocking vote for his involvement with MIC. Blocking vote. Kind of, Steve, but no, those are not the fucking words I fucking gave you, Steve. I'm going to tell you the words again. All right? Nominee. I had you listen to the word nominee a million fucking times. Okay? Something about nominee and something about hold vote. Hold, right? What did he say? Something about hold vote or something like that? That I was playing for you over and over again? Here, listen.
Mr. President.
Is there objection?
Mr. President. Reserving the right to object, and I'll be brief for the sake of everybody here. There's a lot more to be said.
You guys can figure this out, man. Come on.
Was just introduced today.
What is Ted Cruz doing?
It's not been brought before the committee. It's not had a full vetting, and it's not, I think, quite fair to say that it's exactly the same. It isn't. I was just looking through it. Secondly, I know that the senator believes that he can dictate to the President of the United States, who's duly elected by the American people, what the foreign policy should be. I believe we should have a role in foreign policy. I share that with the senator. But you can't say if it passes the Senate, if it passes the House, signed by the President, then I will release my hope.
Laying out a path to what? He's lying his ass off. No. He's not lying his ass off. No. Well, Ted Cruz is always lying. You can never trust anything that man fucking says ever anyway. That's not the point here, Karen.
I mean, I guess that would be nice if the senator could accomplish it for his goals, but it's not the way the system ultimately works. And I would just say President Trump, for the longest period of time...
Just pay attention, Karen, okay? Just listen.
Issue the sanctions that were necessary because he was so cozy.
Well, Soto, you almost got it. You almost got it. Soto was the first person to use all the words.
President Biden came to office.
You just didn't use them in the right fucking order. And then nobody else thought to look at what you said and just say what Ted Cruz is doing.
So for all of those reasons,
okay. Phil Lady just said manipulation on nominees. Manipulation how, Phil? Now we're getting somewhere. I don't think we're capable. Oh, hold on, Jerry. Phil's about to get it. Manipulation how? Well, how is Ted Cruz manipulating it? Force the vote using his level, making moratorium. He's not making moratorium. Good guess, though. That was a good guess. No, I didn't give you the fucking word moratorium, did I? I didn't give you the fucking, any... How is Ted Cruz trying to force the vote? What tactic is he using?
To the senator's unanimous consent request.
Objection is heard.
Now watch him do it. Now you're going to watch him do it. And
is there objection to the request from the senator from New Jersey?
Reserving the right to object, I will respond briefly to the senator from New Jersey. The talking point from the Biden administration as to why they have given this gift to Vladimir Putin is they say the pipeline is almost complete. It is over 90% complete. The problem with that argument is it's demonstrably false because it was equally true in December of 2019. In December of 2019, the pipeline was over 90% true. And indeed, at that time, there was a massive Russian disinformation campaign throughout Europe where the Russian government was putting out these sanctions will never pass, and if they pass, they will never work. Why? Because the pipeline is over 90%.
Thanks, Jerry.
Well, Mr. President, a pipeline that is 90% complete is a pipeline that is 0% complete. Until it is 100% complete, it transmits zero natural gas. The pipeline doesn't work until you finish it. And that Russian disinformation we discovered the day this sanction legislation was signed was exactly that, was utterly false nonsense. Why? Because the day it was signed, they stopped construction, and they stopped it for a year, and Putin only began construction after Joe Biden was elected, after he was sworn into office, and after his team indicated weakness that they wouldn't enforce the sanctions against Russia. So their talking point that it was 90% complete, that was true a year ago, and we knew we could stop it then. We can stop it now. The only reason Putin is building this pipeline is because the Biden administration is unwilling to stand up to Russia. Accordingly, I object.
President.
Objection is heard.
Okay, pay attention.
Senator from New Jersey.
One thing that is demonstrably true is that Donald Trump did nothing as it relates towards this pipeline, and there wasn't much effort to try to get him to stop the pipeline at the time. And while I disagreed with President Trump on a whole host of foreign policy issues, I did not hold up all his nominees just to get my view to be the order of the day. Therefore, I ask that it be in order to make the same request that I made previously with respect to Executive Calendar number 234, Elizabeth Moore Albin, a career member of the Senate Senior Foreign Service, to be Ambassador of the United States to Algeria.
Is there objection?
So he said it very fast. He's trying to get somebody appointed, right, for the Biden administration. This guy, he's trying to get somebody appointed. He said her name and he said her position. He's trying to get her appointed. Now, listen to what Ted Cruz says.
Mr. President,
The senator from Texas.
reserving the right to object, I would note, as the senator from New Jersey knows well, that I pressed President Trump vigorously on this topic, engaged aggressively with the Trump administration, with the Treasury Department, with the State Department, with the National
Unsuccessfully
Security Council.
with Trump.
We prevailed in those battles. The Trump administration
No.
issued a series of sanctions, and they worked. They stopped the pipeline. So I've demonstrated a perfect willingness to stand up to a president of my own party on this issue, and we succeeded in stopping the pipeline.
This guy's going to come back and say, you didn't block appointments to the cabinet over it.
Now, when there's a Democratic president, we have yet to see Democratic members of this body willing to stand up as vigorously to their own party's president.
Klaus, you live in Germany? You need the pipeline for environmental change in Europe? Ted Cruz can go fuck himself? There you go. There you go, everybody. There's somebody in Germany that would benefit from this pipeline. Right? Crazy, huh? Right here on the live stream. Thank you, Klaus. I appreciate that.
Who is actively and eagerly facilitating the building of this pipeline. I object.
Objection is heard. The senator from New Jersey.
Mr. President, thank you. I would just simply say that the senator from Texas did not hold up any of the nominees of President Trump as it relates to this. I ask that it be in order to make the same request with respect to Executive Calendar 235, Maria E. Brewer, a career member of the Senior Foreign Service, to be Ambassador of the United States to the Kingdom of Lesotho.
See, he's trying to appoint an ambassador for the Biden administration. What is Ted Cruz doing, guys? Every time this guy's trying to appoint a different person, what is Ted Cruz doing?
Is there objection?
Mr. President.
Senator from Texas.
Reserving the right to object because it is a generational geopolitical mistake to give a multi-billion-dollar gift to Vladimir Putin to strengthen Russia and to undermine U.S. national security. I object.
Objection is heard.
Mr. President.
The senator.
Are you guys catching on yet? What is Ted Cruz doing, everybody? I'm literally just fucking telling y'all, and none of you can figure this out. What is Ted Cruz doing? How is he achieving what he wants?
From New Jersey.
I ask that it be in order to make the same request with respect to Executive Calendar 236, Christopher John Lamora, a career member of the Senior Foreign Service, to be Ambassador of the United States to Cameroon.
Did you hear that? He's trying to appoint for the Biden administration an embassy advisor to Cameroon for the Biden administration. Do you hear what this guy's trying to do? Do you understand what's going on here? Now, watch what Ted Cruz does.
Is there objection?
Mr. President.
The senator from Texas.
Reserving the right to object because it is a massive strategic error, one that weakens our allies, that endangers our allies, and makes Russia more dangerous, more aggressive, more willing to attack and undermine U.S. national security.
What a piece of shit.
And because Joe Biden and the Biden administration is defying U.S. law.
Oh, Klaus, you're in Sweden?
Overwhelming bipartisan support
And you would,
from Congress.
oh,
I object.
so you're in Sweden and you would benefit by this pipeline? Really? See, everybody? You see, these are the people that Ted Cruz is starting a war with. People like Klaus.
Objection is heard.
Here, normally, Klaus wouldn't hate the United States probably as much as he does since I hate to say it, but we started trying to block the ability of them to finish this natural gas pipeline. This motherfucker, man.
President.
The senator from New Jersey.
I asked that it be in order.
Let me guess, Ted Cruz, you didn't figure out how to get invested in that one, huh? You got no money in that one, so yeah. Okay, I got you.
To make the same request with respect to
But you got money invested in war, I bet. So let's just start a war so you can make money that way. How manipulative, man.
Executive Calendar 237 Tulanabo.
What is Ted Cruz doing, people?
Of the senior foreign
Tell me
service,
what he's
to be
doing.
Ambassador of the United States to Angola and to serve concurrently as the ambassador to the Democratic Republic of Sao Tome and Principe.
Did you hear again? Once again, he's trying to appoint, right, a nominee, right, to a position for the Biden administration. You understand what this guy's doing, right? He's blocking the nominations over the pipeline. Finally! Jesus fuck! Yes, he's blocking the nominations, people. That's what Ted Cruz is doing. He literally said he was doing it before we even started the process of him doing it. He said, I'm going to do it, and this is why I'm going to do it. And I said, what's Ted Cruz doing? He's fucking blocking the nominations. Okay, so we finally got that far. And that's important, man. That's important. And this goes on and on and on. And let me tell you, it's fucking interesting, man. It's really interesting. And I could play the rest of it for you. It's only got 6 minutes left. You know, we could play it a little faster, and we could go right through it, you know, smoke and watch it. But whether or not what Ted Cruz is doing is he's using his political position to go do his job, which is to block the Biden administration from appointing nominees into their cabinet until they do what he wants. And what he wants them to start a war with Russia. Now, in this particular case, I'm thankful that Joe Biden doesn't want to start a fucking war with Russia. I'm thankful for that, okay? At the same time, to use what Ted Cruz is doing as an example, it works beautifully with exactly why the squad was sent to Washington. And what they said, why we voted for them, they were going to do when they got there. And they didn't. Which was go there like he is doing and not just speak. No. You speak when the administration is trying to do something and they need your vote. And you refuse to you give your vote for something that they want until they do what you need them to do for the people. And, you know, in this case, starting a war isn't for the people. Ted Cruz is a fucking douchebag. I hope he chokes on his own vomit right now. Right now! But at the same time, he's doing his job. He's doing the squad's job. What the squad refused to do, which was put themselves at risk, put their careers, their precious careers in harm's way over us, over the people that they said that they were going to do that for, and now they're not going to fucking do it. I'm really, really disappointed that none of you knew what the fuck Ted Cruz was doing when I was telling you what he was doing. I was hoping somebody's been fucking paying attention to Force the Vote. You know, he's blocking nominees. Nancy Pelosi was up to be nominated once again for Speaker of the House. I guess you guys didn't fucking pay attention during Force the Vote, but I'll tell you the story. Okay? The squad was installed specifically to block Nancy Pelosi from getting that vote for her speakership until she had a vote for Medicare for All on the floor of the House, which she refused to do because she's a fucking cunt, just like the squad are all fucking cunts. Every single one of them could have done exactly what Ted Cruz is doing right there, for a good reason, for us. But Ted Cruz will do it to start a fucking war, right? But the squad won't even do it to get Medicare for All for us. Yeah, well, you're welcome, Soto. I just, what I really want, this is why I'm so uptight. My genes were riding up. That's why I feel much better now. I just felt my blood pressure drop. No, that's not why I was upset at all. It was Ted Cruz. I just can't stand watching somebody pat themselves on the back for starting a fucking war. It's the most vulgar thing. And what else is vulgar is the squad not doing what Ted Cruz does when they have an example right there. So let me tell you something. Ted Cruz is greater than the squad. The title of this video, Ted Cruz is better than the squad, because he actually uses his political power to get what he wants. He might not, I hope he doesn't get what he wants in this specific case. But case in point, as an example for the squad, take notes, you little fucking worthless cunt motherfuckers. Okay, take some fucking notes. Write it down if you have to. Okay, but I tell you what, let's just put this in fast motion. I tell you what, it'll just take a couple minutes. You listen to fucking Ted Cruz do what Ted Cruz does. All right? And you learn how to fucking do it.
Reserving the right to object because the Biden administration should not be given a massive multi-billion-dollar gift to Putin, strengthening Russia and weakening American and U.S. national security interests. I object.
Objection is heard.
Cheers.
Senator from New Jersey.
I ask that it be in order to make the same request with respect to Executive Calendar 238, Eugene S. Young, a career member of the Senior Foreign Service, to be Ambassador of the United States to the Republic of Congo.
Is there objection?
Mr. President.
The Senator from Texas.
Reserving the right to object because I think it is a generational mistake, one that will harm U.S. national security interests, will endanger U.S. servicemen and women, will weaken America, will weaken our allies, and will strengthen our enemies and our adversaries. Because I believe that Joe Biden giving a massive multi-billion-dollar gift to Vladimir Putin to make him stronger and more aggressive is enormously harmful to America. I object.
Objection is heard.
Mr. President.
The Senator from New Jersey.
I ask that it be in order to make the same request with respect to Executive Calendar 239, Michelle Jean Sison, a career member of the Senior Foreign Service, to be Assistant Secretary of State for International Organization Affairs.
Is there objection?
Mr.
The
President.
Senator from Texas.
Reserving the right to object because Joe Biden should not be giving a multi-billion-dollar gift to Vladimir Putin, strengthening Russia and undermining U.S. national security. I object.
Objection is heard. The Senator from New Jersey.
You guys getting all this?
Where it's a monumental mistake to not permit this person to be confirmed when we want to stop fentanyl from coming into our country. I ask that it be in order to make the same request with respect to Executive Calendar 240, Todd D. Robinson of New Jersey, a career member of the Senior Foreign Service, to be Assistant Secretary of State for International Narcotics and Law Enforcement Affairs.
Is there objection?
Mr. President.
The Senator from Texas.
Reserving the right to object because Joe Biden has made the decision to give a
He won't even let the guy in that's going to control fentanyl coming in to the United States. That's how piece of shit this motherfucker is. He's willing to start a war with Russia, right? And Europe. Wild Child Tarot, what's up? You gonna read my tarot? Is it tarot? Am I saying it right? Tarot cards? I can't remember if the T is silent or not. We in trouble? Laney, hi Laney. Kat, you've got food, man. I'm gonna put you up there so you can see. Listen to Ted Cruz just do what the squad refuses to do, okay? Listen to Ted Cruz wipe his ball sack all over Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez's mouth, all right? And show her how the fuck this is done. For all the wrong reasons, but still, he's doing his job. And you could say that about him, and you can't say that about A.O. fucking cunt.
multi-billion-dollar gift to Vladimir Putin because that weakness towards Russia empowers our enemies, endangers our servicemen and women, weakens our national security, and destroys jobs here at home. I object.
Objection, sir. Senator from New Jersey.
Mr. President, I ask that it be in order to make the same request with respect to Executive Calendar 241, Daniel J. Creighton-Brink, a career member of the Senior Foreign Service, to be the Assistant Secretary of State for East Asian and Pacific Affairs.
Is there objection?
Mr. President.
Senator from Texas.
Reserving the right to object because Joe Biden should not be defying U.S. law, disregarding the overwhelming bipartisan consensus of both houses of Congress. Because Joe Biden should not be giving a massive multi-billion-dollar gift to Vladimir Putin that constitutes unilateral surrender to Russia in a way that strengthens Russia, weakens America, and endangers our nation, undermining U.S. national security. I object.
Objection, sir.
Mr. President.
The Senator from New Jersey.
I ask that it be in order to make the same request with respect to Executive Calendar 317, Mark Evans Snapper, a career member of the Senior Foreign Service, to be Ambassador of the United States to Vietnam, and that the Senator from Texas remarks, which he has...
Hey, chat, can I get love for A.O. cunt? Chat, can I get some love for A.O. cunt, please? Thank you. Appreciate you all so much. Thank you, guys.
...made repeatedly be inserted each and every time after the motion that I made.
Is there objection?
Mr. President.
Senator from Texas.
Reserving the right to object. I
Thank you,
appreciate my friend
Timbo.
New Jersey's attempt to abbreviate this, and I'm endeavoring to be concise, but nonetheless lay out the factual predicate. Because it was a mistake for Joe Biden to give a multi-billion-dollar gift to Vladimir Putin, to disregard U.S. law, to weaken U.S. national security interests, and to strengthen Russia at our expense. I object.
Objection is heard.
Mr. President.
Senator from New Jersey.
Now, here's one where we heard a lot even during the debate we just had about the United Nations and the need for reform. Well, here's an opportunity. I ask that it be in order to make the same request with respect to Executive Calendar 318, Christopher P. Liu, to be representative of the United States of America to the United Nations for UN management and reform with the rank of ambassador.
Is there objection?
Mr. President.
Top of the hour, no law regarding cannabis.
Reserving
Cannabis
the
isn't
right
just for all.
because Joe Biden
Cheers.
giving a multi-billion-dollar gift
This
to
is
Vladimir
what the
Putin in
squad
violation of
should be
US law,
doing.
in contravention of the overwhelming bipartisan consensus of Congress, hurts America, strengthens Russia, and endangers the people of this nation. I object.
Objection is heard.
Mr. President, I ask that it be in order to make the same request with respect to Executive Calendar 319, Christopher P. Liu, to be an alternate representative of the United States of America through the sessions of the General Assembly of the United Nations.
Is there objection?
Mr. President.
Senator from Texas.
Reserving my right to object because Joe Biden's giving a multi-billion-dollar gift to Vladimir Putin weakens America, strengthens Russia, and endangers our national security. I object.
Objection is heard.
Mr. President, I ask that it be in order to make the same request with respect to Executive Calendar 320, Rufus Gifford, to be the Chief of Protocol of the rank of ambassador.
Is there objection?
Mr. President.
The Senator from Texas.
Reserving the right to object because it is a generational geopolitical mistake for Joe Biden to give a multi-billion-dollar gift to Vladimir Putin. Because that mistake weakens America, strengthens Russia, and endangers our national security, I object.
Objection.
He's blocking the nominees. He has the power to block the nominees. The squad had the power to block Nancy Pelosi. He might start a fucking, I'm Ron Placone. He might start a fucking war. You guys realize this. He's got some leverage right now. And I would like to hear what Kyle Kalinske has to say about this. I'd like to hear what Jimmy Dore has to say about this. I'd like to hear what Ron Placone has to say about this. I'd like to hear what Savage Joy has to say about this. I'd like to hear what Tim Black has to say about this. I'd like to hear what Ben Shapiro has to say about this. I'd like to hear I'd love to hear what Crystal and Sagar have to say about this. Now, you've heard what I said about it. And I can't get no love from my audience except from Josh and Timbo for AO cunt. Really, guys? I swear to fuck, if I can't get more love for AO cunt right now, from my fucking chat, I'm shutting the show down. Really, guys? You guys can't give me any love in the chat for AO cunt. Timbo, again, thank you, Timbo. Seems to be the only one with a working keyboard out there. There's a lot of you watching, guys. Why can't you give me any love in the chat? Wild Child, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Timbo and Wild Child. Laney, thank you, Laney. You guys, seriously, 3 people. Josh G, thank you. Steve Running, thank you. I mean, can I get a fucking hashtag AO cunt? Maybe? Did anybody maybe think of that? With a bunch of hearts and pretty little happy celebratory emotes around it? Anybody? Doing dishes? That's okay, Steve. Do your dishes. It's cool. You do your dishes, bro. You got, that's good. That's not how you spell AO cunt, Timbo. Come on. Are you fucking kidding me? You couldn't figure out how to spell AO cunt? Jesus fucking, this is what I'm working with here, people. Come on! Who can hashtag AO cunt? Close. Timbo, close. The UNT needs to be lowercase, but you almost got it. You almost got it. Hey! Doc gets it! Fucking Docky Doc! Fucking Docky Doc! Ding, 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 ding. More hairs in the brush for you. More hairs in the brush for Doc. He gets all of my DNA. He gets all of my DNA today in his brush. This brush belongs to Doc. It's got my signature on it. Says trending A, NFT number one. NFK number one, yeah. Yeah, NFT number one. It's the beard brush. This is your beard brush, bro. It's your beard brush, bro. It's your beard brush, bro. Thank you for your extra payment. I got that, and I will be hooking up Mitchell. Probably today. Bada boom, bada bing. I love NFTs first. What is it? First edition, I know, right? NFT number one, bro. I love that it says NFT number one on it. That is the fucking bomb, bro. NFT number one. Trending A, dude. This has been used on so many fucking shows. Dude, this thing right here is fucking famous. It's definitely famous. And I wouldn't be surprised if Doc could take this and resell it for more than $50 to somebody else. I'm just saying. You know, even like his manager at work, he'd be like, when she comes in again and she's like, and I'm like, fuck you. And she's like, nay again, huh? He's like, yeah, hey, you know that brush he's always brushing his beard with? And he just goes, whips it out. And she's like, how'd you get that? It's like, $55 and it could be yours. Does it still have his beard hairs in it? Yes, it does. Several. And you can watch him use it on the show. It's fucking cool. Bro, we created an NFT, man. It's got digital backup, right? On not only on my hard drive, but anybody who takes a screenshot or any, like right now, if you take a screenshot, boom, you're backing this up. As you're securing the value of this NFT. Because now that I've signed it and put tape on it, it's one of a kind. It can't be duplicated. It's even got a dirty spot. That's the best part, bro. There's a fucking dirty spot right in the middle. I didn't clean it or anything before I signed it. So you can literally see like this little staining in the middle of it. I probably could have cleaned that shit right off. So, I mean, that's taped in there, bro. It is impossible to duplicate. This is a fucking NFT, son. And it's got value because, like my friend Mitchell told me yesterday, if I'm willing to give you money, he was holding this in his hand. If I'm willing to give you money for this, it's got value. He says, if I give you money for anything, it's got value. And I said, you understand crypto then? You totally understand it. He got it so fucking fast, man. You know? That's how it's going down. Going down. Going down, yeah. I'm gonna walk over to the back of my property and yell for Mitchell. I bet you he could walk right over. And I'll hand him the money. I'll text him and be like, meet me at the, if he texts, meet me at the fence. It's actually so much easier to walk across my property to the fence where his property is than it is to drive to his house. Drive to his house is over a fucking mile away. Isn't that funny? He's my fucking next door neighbor. Well, he's not my next door neighbor. He's my back corner neighbor, actually. But our properties touch each other at the corner. And we have spoken right there before. I thought about that tool time. The guy talks over the fence and you never see his mouth. We don't have a fence like that. We got a short little deer fence. But with chicken wire and shit on it. We were standing there talking. I was thinking about that show. So that's what Ted Cruz does, everybody. You know, he does his job. There's no surprise there. The surprise is that the squad refuses to do theirs. And that's what you guys all need to know. When you see people like Tim Black, people like Sam Cedar, people like the Young Turks, you know, shit libs, we like to call them. When you see people like them that support the squad and say what the squad is doing is great, because once they get into power, you know, once they establish themselves and they get their appointments in committees, then they'll vote. Then they'll force a vote. Then they'll sign legislation. Then they'll do this. Then they'll do that. Well, Ted Cruz is fucking doing it. And he's showing you how to do it all by himself. And all anyone ever asked them to do was exactly what Ted Cruz is doing, to try to start a fucking war. No more evacuation in my county. There was a fire, but I think they've got it under control now. So, Led Zeppelin, When the Levee Breaks lyrics. God, I love this fucking song. Love that drum beat at the beginning. If it keeps on raining, the levee's gonna break. If it keeps on raining, the levee's gonna break. When the levee breaks, I have no place to stay. The mean old levee taught me to weep and moan, Lord. Mean old levee taught me to weep and moan. It's got what it takes to make a mountain man leave his home. Oh well, oh well, oh well. Bow down, bow, bow, bow down, bow. Bow down, bow, 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 bow. Bow down, bow, bow, bow down, bow. Bow, 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 bow. Crying won't help you. Don't it make you feel bad when you're trying to find your way home? He's screaming so high right there, I can't even. When you're going down south, they got no work to do. You're going down to Chicago. That's it. Oh no, crying won't help you, praying won't do you no good. Crying won't help help you. Praying won't do you no good. When the levee breaks, mama, you got to move. Whoa, 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 whoa. Bow, na, 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 bow, na, na, na. Bow, 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 bow. Psh, na, 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 bow, 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 na, na, pshow. Bow, 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 bow. Bow. Last night, sat on the levee and moaned. Oh, last night, sat on a levee and moaned. Thinking about my baby and my happy home. Oh, 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 oh. Bow, na, 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 bow, bow, na, na, na. Bum, bow, bum, bow, bum, bow, bum, bow. Psh, down, bow, 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 now, now, now. Bow, 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 bow. Are my plants stretching? No. You know what I did, bro? I lowered my fucking lights. Timbo, are you talking about my outdoor or my indoor? I mean, you want to see my outdoor plants? Here, check this out. And then he's just going down now, going down, 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 going down now, going down now, going down, 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 going down now. I love that fucking song. I hope you guys love it too. When the Levee Breaks by Led Zeppelin. The Beastie Boys sampled that drum beat. Did you know that? From Led Zeppelin? It's pretty cool. Nice little fact. It's a great drum beat. John Henry Bonham. Psst. Nobody's talking about John Bonham anymore, pal. What are you doing? What are you organizing your guitar picks there, pal? Nobody's even doing that anymore. Psh. What are you looking at how sharp the ends are of your guitar picks? Nobody's even looking for new guitar picks anymore, pal. Dude, I have a problem. I get the old ones. These are all old and used. And I can't reach the fucking strings. I'm used to playing at a certain distance. And as I wear the fucking tips of the string down, man, I'll go to hit a string and it won't be there. And I'll realize I'm wearing down the fucking pick, man. And I tell you what, at rock concerts, when you see these guys flicking their picks out to the audience and shit, dude, they for real, they are wearing them motherfuckers down to the point they're just ripping it, you know, they're shredding, and they need a new pick, you know, after real soon. They wear right through them, man. I know, man. I've played a lot of shows, you know, where I have to have picks right there on my microphone stand. I'll try to use the same one all night. You know, that's always my thing. I always try to use the same one all night. But I gotta always have extras. You know somebody that makes glass guitar picks? Meow, going meow. The cat's going meow, 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 meow. That's funny. Going meow now, going meow, going meow now, going meow, going meow now, going meow. Ooh, that's the wrong button. Oh, fuck. Motherfucker, dude. Psst. Unreal. Psst. What am I doing? Nobody's even doing that. Stretching? Do they look like they're stretching to you, bruh? I see no stretching then. I see fucking OG Kush, though, son. Why? Are your plants stretching, man? You want to see my indoors? Yo, you want to see my indo? Yo, you want to see my indo, yo? You guys, it's 420. What, son? Psh, nobody's even talking about 420 anymore, about what are you even doing? Yo, you want to see my endo? Yo, you wants to see? Here, look, there's the outdoor, here's the indoor. Going down now. Going down. Meow, 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 do they look like they're stretching? Those are some nice, stocky, non-stretching plants right there. They look very happy with the amount of light I'm giving them. I lowered the lights yesterday, and I turned up the not only did I lower the lights, I turned up the wattage on them. So I'm running 6, 6, and 1. So I'm running 2,200 watts right now. 2,200, yo. And I can flip it. I can flip it down or up depending on what I want to do with the room. Evacuation warning's been lifted. Good. I'm going down now. Am I still doing that? Am I still doing that? So, you guys got nothing to say about my grows. You guys got nothing to say really about AO cunt, which I thought was fucking hilarious. Hashtag AO cunt. I'm sad, man. I don't think we're connecting today. Maybe we'll try again later today. What do you guys think? Let's do that later. John Lee Hooker's grave in Oakland. Huh, that's cool, man. These are just flattened out, man. This one still got some life left in it. This one not as much. 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 That one not so much. But these, I think these are got the sharpest. And then these are like still got some life left in them. And then those are fucking. That's the graveyard over here. It's the graveyard. These are the ones that are going off in boxes to people with triage oil. I'll throw one of these in with Doc Holliday's order. With when he gets this brush. I'm not done using it yet, Doc. Hope that's okay with you. Doc, did you ever tell me if you wanted the hairs cleaned out of it or not? Right next to Al Davis. It doesn't sound... Huh. That was a problem, I guess. I could clean the hairs out of it for you, bro. I don't mind doing that at all. It'll just take a second. It's in good shape, dude. It's in good shape. It's a little pressed down right here. I can fix that. Where's my goddams at? Oh, I needed my goddams. Hey, Enoch, what's up, son? I can pull up these. What are these things called? Bristles? These brush bristles? Doc won't answer me. He can have my DNA. I don't care, man. Maybe he can fucking clone me one day. Clone me with a fucking pit bull. Give it some pit bull my DNA. That'd be fucking great. A hybrid human pit bull. Be mad as fuck, dude. Just hey, where's Nancy Pelosi live? That would be the first thing the pit bull would ask. Just point me in her direction first. Yeah, fucking Medicare for all, my fucking dickhole, you fucking cunt. I want to spit in your fucking mouth, you fucking bitch. Ew, this is nice. I'll make this nice for my boy. Look at that, dude. That's like a goddamn porcupine. He never tells me if he wants me to remove the hair or not when I ask him. Here, I'll stop using it so I won't push the bristles down anymore. Because it's done past its life expectancy. It wouldn't serve as an actual usable brush. I wouldn't recommend it. I can't wait to get my new ones. Me and you got the exact same colors, Pitbull. Yeah, I haven't. Once you own a Pitbull, man, god damn, bro. Rogie's just the fucking best, man. You know, I try not to smother him, you know, because he doesn't like it. But man, I love kissing on him, man. He's just so lovable. He's so sweet. He's got such a big head. He's 65 pounds now, guys. He is 65. I weighed him the other day. And I thought about that when I picked him up and put him in the Roxer. I was like, he's 65 freaking pounds, man. Right before I twisted my ankle. The ankle is... Guys, I can walk on it. I can work on it. The swelling is... It looks like it's going down a little bit, finally. A little bit. So I need to stay off of it as much as possible. But I got to get down there and water my plants, you know, and I got to go downstairs, and I'm on very uneven terrain. You know, until you get down into the grow, it's very dangerous. So I have to be very careful walking down there, but I got to get down there and water those plants. You guys want to look at them again? You guys want to take a screenshot with the date? They're in flower mode with the lights, but I haven't seen hairs. I bet if I go down there today, I'll probably start seeing some hairs growing on them. You can see that one looks like it's 8 feet tall now. So hopefully it won't get too much taller. I don't want them really tall. I don't want them near that top, near that roof. And I believe the roof is 13 feet at the apex. It might be 14 feet. It could be 12 feet at the apex. It could be as little as 12. It could be as much as 14. I just can't remember. But those rails where they start are 8 feet. Well, 7 foot 6, I think, where they're bolted on. Actually, 7'6" for the most part. Something like that. Are there fans in there? Yeah, if you look real closely. Look down here. Yeah, that's what you see moving right here. Right here. And right here. If you look real close, you'll see there's another fan right there. And I just put 2 fans in my downstairs grow too, guys. They're only 4 feet tall. Right on, Timbo. I doubt it's autoflower. Hairs might be okay, bro. Some strains will just white hair out on you. They won't go into full flower, though. It just depends on the strain. And since you don't know the strain, I don't know why, you know, you weren't in 24 hour, Josh, but, you know. You're fucking around when you do 18 hours, you know. You don't want to listen to me, so there you go. I don't ever turn my fucking lights off unless I'm spraying. Why would I want to slow down the growth of my plants? Six hours you fucking miss out of powering your plants up, bro. 6 fucking hours. What are you thinking? 6 hours every day, and you don't think that slows your growth down. Dude, I ask you guys to just do basic reasoning all the time on here. Basic reasoning, man. That's all I ask. I want you guys to learn how to do this yourselves. Why are you going to deprive your plants of 6 hours of light? Now you're getting hairs, and you're wondering why? I hope somebody learns something right now about growing. When I grow, they're in 24 hours of light until I go into fucking flower, and then they're in 12 hours of light. It's simple. Makes it really easy that way. Plus, I get 6 extra hours of light that Josh doesn't get every day. No, they won't go into shock. They want that light, bro. Start now. Just don't do it. Just don't do it right in the middle of that photo period. You know, don't do it 4 hours when it's in the halfway through darkness. That might shock them. But just at the beginning of one of those dark cycles, just turn that shit off. Make sure you're in the light cycle when you do it. Any point during the light cycle is fine. Don't do it during the dark cycle. Or you could shock them. Yeah, I don't know why you're breaking, Timbo, I don't know why you're breaking down to 18 and then 6. You guys have no idea what you're doing. You know, it's like I saw some idiot on Twitter saying, "Oh, I just turned my lights off for the last 48 hours before I harvest." I'm like, you have no idea what the fuck you're doing. So you're going to deprive your plants of 48 hours of powering them up of light, or at least 24 hours between the two 12-hour cycles of energy that you could be powering those buds for some stupid fucking wives' tale bullshit reason that you fucking heard from some dumb cunt. And you think you're a fucking some master grower because at the end of your light cycle, at the end of your flowering, you turn your lights off for 2 days? You fucking idiots. You guys come up with the dumbest shit. I'm so disgusted right now. You guys have no idea what you're fucking doing. Listen to me, okay? I've been doing this for a while. If you guys would just go to my website, you know, it probably tells you to run your lights 24 hours a day until veg. I don't know. I guess I gotta fucking put that in there because you fucking idiots don't know it. All right? Yeah. When you're in vegetative cycle, if you can stay in 24 hours of light, everybody, that's advantageous to avoid the plants accidentally going into flower. In addition, every day you're giving your plants 6 hours more of light. Through 3 months, I don't know. That's a lot of fucking day. That comes out to fucking days of energy that you're robbing of your plants because you don't listen to me. But that's okay. You got to do what you got to do, I guess. Now I got to do the slow sip. In the turn, I've been doing my hoop house 12 hours on 40, 20 foot, but I have to cover them at 7 p.m. to keep them in flower. Yeah, well, 12 and 12, that's different. It's crazy, you know? 12 and 12 is, man, I gotta go out there and water those fucking plants, guys. You guys want to watch me water? Do you think it'll work this time? Last time it got disconnected. You guys want to watch me water? You want me to leave the chat up so you can see it while I water? What do you guys think? So you guys can see what you're all saying. They are thirsty? No, Timbo, those cannabis trees are not thirsty. I got to water the vegetables. The cannabis trees have auto watering on them. See, it just goes to show you what you know, Timbo. You have no idea what you're talking about. Once again, you have proven that you don't know what's going on. You're like, oh. You're like, oh. I love talking to you guys. It's so fun. I mean, look at those plants, bro. Those plants are happy. They're gorgeous. Look at how turrid those leaves are on plant number 1, guys. Look at how turrid the leaves are on plant number 2. Right? That means they're stiff and out straight, like fucking reef coral. They are totally hydrated, man. If they were thirsty, like you just said, they'd be pointed downward trying to conserve water. You know, those things if they're literally, you know, if you're depriving them of water, man, those leaves are not going to be up trying to look for sunlight. Look at the sunlight hitting plant number 1 right there, right at the beginning. I love that shit. Trying to figure out where I'm going to put you all. Where the best place is. I think that's the best place. Here, maybe I'll clear this up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. I think this will be a happy medium. You all, look at that. That's the good way to go. That's us. We're good. I'm going to go down there and water. You guys can watch. Rather you cuss me out or not. Yeah, and it's all in fun when I'm cussing somebody out, man. Don't take it personally. I yell at you guys for the dumbest shit on a podcast. Just remember that. It doesn't matter. We're just having fun. And I'll take my phone down there with me. I don't know if I'm going to take any pictures or video or anything, but I'm definitely going to go water, so let me go do that. Did you give them a shower? I'm going to go water the vegetables, man. You'll see. I'm just going to take the garden hose. God, I'm going to tie my hair back, too. I'm just going to take the garden hose, and it's not going to take long. I'm just going to water the soil around each plant. Hey, the camera stayed on. They're pretty damn tall when you see me walking next to them. I'm 5'9". So that'll give you a reference. Some plants droop when the sun is setting because there's no more sun for them to collect, so they conserve energy, bro. Come on, bro. A little bit of this, Timbo. A little bit of this. They're conserving energy. This, when they go like that, that takes energy. Right? You ever heard it takes money to make money? Well, it takes energy to make energy, right? So at night, when there's no sun, they stop doing this because it's spending energy. So they're conserving their energy, bro. It's just basic reasoning, you know? Think, man, think. Even plant number 2 is pretty big. I want to. When I picked up that blower, that sprayer, you guys realize how big plant number 2 was, right? Those plants are huge, man. I love them. I love going out there and being around them. I wish my ankle wasn't hurt. I wish I had better stairs to get down there too, man. But at least I got stairs to go down there. It makes it a little safer. Makes sense? Yeah, right on, Timo. Yeah, man. It takes energy to make energy, pal. Like, you know, my solar panels are plugged in. You know, the inverters are plugged in. They get power, right? It's keeps the connections going 24/7, right? Even at night. But they're getting powered up by my batteries. But they need external power, you know? And they get solar power all day. But they still need to be plugged into those batteries, man, or, you know, there's nothing to run them at night. Because they're supplying me power all night. They're pretty cool, man. The inverters are bad as fuck, bro. They got these screens on them, these LEDs. There's 4 of them. They all have the same LED. They're the exact same thing. But 2 of them do one thing and 2 of them do something different, right? They're assigned to do different things. Man, I'm glad I just got paid. I owe the guy that installed this thing. I owe him some more money on that. I'm kind of confused about that too. I wonder how much total I've spent on the system. I got a loan to pay that off. It was a second mortgage. And I wonder if these are additional expenses. I wanted to get 2 more fucking batteries, man. I don't think I will. I want some fucking massive power in this house, man. You know? To do crazy power shit. Industrial power. I don't know. Anyway, listen, I'm going to go. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys had fun watching me water the plants and watering the garden, the vegetables. And like I said, those the cannabis trees, those are on a timer. So there's garden hoses. You can see they run to each one, and they pump a nice amount of water around the base of each one of those. But the vegetables definitely need additional watering. There's lettuce that was drooping on pot number 3. So for sure, man, got to go out there every day and water if I want to keep my lettuce and my pole beans alive. Or I have to redistribute. I have to reposition those watering hoses so they're closer to the other vegetables. There was a tomato plant that was totally buried. That I had to move branches out of the way. That wasn't getting water either. So it's going to be a lot better. I watered the hell out of it. Anyway, you guys take care. I love y'all. Hashtag keep it open. Bye-bye.